King, King. Listen, I'm fucked. There's not going to be an intro today. Fuck off. I'm King Ross, your Milo subjects, and guess what's happened again? This sick guy gets the short straw, as some of you will have known. Myself and Adam Parmesan, we were on the WhatCulture Extra live stream last night. I, because I'm a stupid fucker, stayed up all night, watched SmackDown again as part of the WTF Moments, and now we're here on the bastard stairs because one of those hashtag gamer lad a certain Mr. Peter Austin has booked 4 solid hours in the studio and I want to go home. So we're getting this fucking done on the stairs. Here we're fucking gone. What a load of shit. Here are all the WTF moments from WWE SmackDown Live. First of all, we start with why. Why the fuck would you take a sign that says hashtag Rusev to a WWE SmackDown Live event when Rusev is on WWE Raw? WTF. Also, after what Rusev threatened to do on WWE Raw, that was kick the shit out of a couple of women, why the fuck would you support a low-life scumbag like Ruru? I suppose the guy holding that sign must also be a low-life scumbag. Still like Rusev though, me. F***ing love him. Yes, Kevin Dunn's come early this week. He's blarted all over the opening segment of SmackDown Live. Dolph Ziggler got in the ring. Dolph Ziggler was pounded at the crowd. He was ready to start his promo. And then for 2 seconds, his theme started playing once again. This means one thing, motherfuckers. No, 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 mon frere. Kevin was not tripping balls and LSD. The effects of that have worn off after 3 days. What happened was Kevin sat at the desk, he's clicking all of the buttons, and then Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson burst into the studio dressed as the Tooth Fairy, you know, because of that film. Upon seeing the one-wielding beast Kevin Dunn's two front chompers thought, "Fuck me, we're gonna get f***ing kidnapped here by a one-wielding motherfucker. So therefore, f*** this, we're gonna run away." So down they went. They jumped out of Kevin's mouth, across the board with all the buttons on to play the themes and whatnot. And you guessed it, they both jumped on the button that played Dolph Ziggler's theme. Of course, upon saying this, Kevin Dunn shot himself because not only had he lost his 2 front teeth, Ziggler's theme was playing, so there he was. He pressed the button quickly. That's why it only lasted for 2 seconds. That's 100% true. It's Mauro o'clock, motherfuckers, and we have that moment where Mauro Ranallo called the WWE SmackDown Live General Manager Daniel Ziggler. WTF, that's neither here nor there. And not only that, but David Otunga had to correct him. That would be like WCPW General Manager instructing Eric Bischoff how to be a general manager. Someone who's shit at their job telling someone who's good at their job how to do their job. And then Mauro f***ed up straight away again when he was talking about the WWE Intercontinental Champion. He started to say Dan, and he stopped himself and then said Dolph Ziggler. WTF. Daniel Bryan and Dolph Ziggler look very much different, don't they, Mauro? 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 Yes, this is basement level stuff that you would expect David Otunga to dive to, but Mauro Ranallo was there when Kenny Dykstra got poofed in the face by Dolph Ziggler at the end of the handicap match. Mauro uttered the famous South Park line, "Oh my God, they killed Kenny." The only question I have here was why one of the 2 buffoons sat either side of Mauro didn't say, "You bastard," to Dolph. Which sort of makes sense because he's a face. If he was a heel, he would literally be a bastard. Therefore, it's not really a WTF moment. I'm very tired, I'm delirious, I'm rambling. You're gonna have to sit through it anyway. Fucking deal with it. It would seem that WWE 2K17 is out of date exactly 1 day after it hit the shelves. WWE SmackDown Live recreated that epic Intercontinental Championship match between The Miz and Dolph Ziggler from No Mercy by using WWE 2K17. But as you can see in the background there, it has the old fucking SmackDown stage, and you know, the generic shit that was used on both Raw and SmackDown and Main Event and Superstars. It's bollocks. Why have they not got the new stuff in? It's been in use for 3 bloody months. How long does it take to put a bloody stage in? Longer than 3 months it would seem, but what the f***? Why make all the changes in July when it's so close to the video game, which will make the video game out of date before it's even hit the shelves? Who thought of that shit? Probably the same guy that ordered the No Mercy and WWE Raw cards, you know, plucked them out the hat randomly, spanned the globe and went to Iran. Here is a direct quote from WWE SmackDown Live General Manager and all-round lovely fella Daniel Bryan. We are competing neck to neck in the ratings with Raw. Well, you would be fucking head and shoulders above those pricks if you didn't advertise their show on your show, driving your viewers onto their show. Just it's John O'Clock, oh my God! Peter Austin! Yes, as well as stealing the fucking studio for 4 bastard hours in a row, hashtag gamerlad Peter Austin has also taken my lovely thick AF tripod. I'm here with a skinny AF tripod. Skinny as f***. John was complimenting Carmella for her efforts at No Mercy against Nikki Bella. Nikki Bella, who according to John is the longest reigning women's champion in WWE history. Sassy Stone Cold Steve Austin would say, Nikki Bella is the longest reigning Divas champion. To me, the Divas belt and the women's belt, they're 2 completely different things. They represent 2 different directions in women's wrestling, therefore there's no correlation between the 2 of them at all. Therefore, it's John O'Clock. I'm happy and ever so slightly aroused. That there, according to David Otunga, is something completely new from Chadwick Gable. Complete bollocks, Dave. Chad Gable's done that flying clothesline off the top rope since the day he was born. Some say his mother was on the top rope when she gave birth to him, and out he came, down the slippery slide, out the fallopian tube, or whatever the f you come from. He was out there doing a flying clothesline to his own umbilical cord. That's how long he's been doing it. It's just getting to the point now with Dave where he's just spouting endless amounts of bollocks and being a massive hip-hop hypocrite. And to that guy who tweeted me saying, oh, you're doing the Big Daddy quote wrong. I know it's hippopotamus, it's a fucking joke, you sad prick. Get a life and stop bothering me. Come here, John. As always with these WTF Moment videos these days, they're ripped. Hang on a second. Pop. The rip pop shield has fallen off, so fucking deal with it. Cover your ears with some cotton wool or something nice. I don't know. Dean Ambrose said that AJ Styles needs to. Dramatic pause. Face the facts. That's Kurt Hawkins' line, and I'm trying to pretend that I give a shit that it's Kurt Hawkins' line. I don't really, so let's move the f on. Gimmick infringement though. It's 5 fastest!
Stop it now. I'm f***ing sick of it.
Ooh, who are you talking to like that, body lad? No, you're rolling, shut your mouth, you f***ing low-life scumbag. Here's a direct quote from JBL. He's not a licensed referee in the state of Canada. F*** me sideways. How stupid can you f***ing be? Oh, no. In recent times, Dean Ambrose has been a Dean Ambrose that we all want to see. He's not been that goofy prick who does shit for cheap pops. He's been a tweener, leaning towards being a heel. He's been a cool motherfucker, an edgy motherfucker, a motherfucker you could be interested in, rather some goofy twat who goes around squirting mustard at people and calling himself a lunatic, even though they don't do anything remotely crazy. But no, all this character shift was forgotten in one fell swoop on this week's WWE SmackDown Live. as he was back being a nonce. After upsetting the apple cart with the likes of John Cena, calling him a part-timer and blah de blah de blah, Dean was back, unzipping his trousers in the ring and taking out some Tic Tacs and going, "Ooh, AJ, your breath smells like poo. Do you want some Tic Tacs to make it smell less like poo? It's fucking shit and I'm sick of it." Bollocks.
Hell.
In case you didn't catch that, it's John O'Clock once again, motherfuckers. And this time, John was saying that James Ellsworth, you know, that jobber with no chin, literally no chin, no chinny chin chin, Michael Chinless, or whatever the f*** JBL called him a few weeks ago. JBL reckoned that he looked like Stone Cold Steve Austin because he had black tights on. And then JBL proceeded to call him Stone Old numerous times. And this was a reference that nobody, literally nobody inside the WhatCulture office could understand. Why was he saying Stone Old? It wasn't like he was just mispronouncing the word cold either. He was putting some oomph into his O for the Stone Old. I tell you what, lads, the lack of sleep, the lack of studio, the lack of tripod is making me lose the will to fucking live. There's some stairs there. I might just take my shoes and socks off and jump off.
Do it.
It's Otunga time once again, motherfuckers, and David Otunga had the cheek to ask 14-year veteran of the independent circuit, a man who owns his own wrestling promotion, Mr. Jimmy Ellsworth. Otunga was asking where he learned to wrestle. He named a library, he named something else that I can't remember. Basically, he was slagging off Ellsworth for not being able to wrestle. Kettle, pot, black, David. You're a prime example of a man who was hired for his physique and his physique alone, and maybe a bit of law stuff, so in case Vince got involved in a steroid trial or something again, you'd be able to back him up. But you were hired for your physique more than your wrestling ability. Quite honest, Dave, you were the drizzling fucking shits, weren't you? You were fucking terrible, and now you are calling little Jimmy shit as well. Kettle, pot, black. Guess what time it is, motherfuckers? It's Otunga time once again, and David Otunga was saying endlessly that this was the first time Dean Ambrose had ever officiated a match in WWE. So JBL, Mauro Ronaldo, they had to give him a break. Complete and utter bollocks. 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 Bollocks! Dean has officiated at least one match in his WWE career, a match between Dolph Ziggler and Daniel Bryan that took place last year. If you don't believe me, go on the Google. But what's that I hear you cry? David Otunga lying, a lawyer lying, who would have thought it? Ha 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 ha, you fucking moralless prick. AJ Styles lost that match against Jimmy Ellsworth before he actually lost that match against Jimmy Ellsworth. The pair were on the floor, Dean Ambrose was doing a quick 10 count, AJ rolled Jimmy back into the ring, Dean stopped counting at 6 or 7, I couldn't quite tell, but there was some loud woman in the crowd who continued to count at the rate Dean was going. She got all the way to 10, Jimmy was in the ring, and AJ was like straddling the apron. He wasn't in the ring at all, he was out the ring. He should have been counted out there and then, but that wasn't on the script, was it? No. But it doesn't matter because he lost the match anyway, which is the next WTF moment. Jimmy Ellsworth beat WWE World Champion AJ Styles. WTF, motherfuckers. Let's flip reverse it though, motherfuckers. Let's go back a few moments just before Jimmy Ellsworth defeated AJ Styles. Let's go back to the moment where Styles hit the Styles Clash on Jimmy Ellsworth. Jimmy Ellsworth tucked his chin. Oh, some would say that's impossible because he doesn't fucking have one, but he did it. He put his head forward instead of putting his head backwards, which meant he landed straight on his bastard head. How the fuck does he not have a broken neck? It looks like all of the power in his jaw has gone into his neck. Because that's how the circle of life works. What? Fucking bit dusty in here, isn't it? It's Jonathan! You think you'd be used to me doing that by now, you silly pillock? JBL called Luke Harper, Bray Harper, twice in quick succession. I don't have a joke to make about that. I'm starting to think JBL is retarded.
Retardation. Retardation. Wah wah wee wah. Retardation. Borat. This tie is black knot.
Stop! Who the f do you think you are, Martin Kirby? It's John O'Clock again! Number 6 is that, maybe? Who knows? 5. It's 5. 5. Cinco se! Cinco se! Se cinco, cinco se! Hey, no. But yes, here we are, another bit of shit commentary from JBL. I'm going to pick up my laptopical and read this out to you because it's a long one. Here's a direct quote from John Bradshaw Layfield. Story time with King Ross. JBL's quote here. When you're a 12-time world champion, Maggle, most people would assume there's nothing you can't do, Maggle. But Randy Orton playing mind games with Bray Wyatt, Maggle, comma. I'm not sure that's even a battle, Randy Wyatt, comma, pause. Randy Orton, Maggle. Once again, WTF, I meant to say here, he's just the drizzling shits.
And maybe a bit retarded. Retardation.
If Matt Hardy can say it, so can I. The Wyatts made Kane disappear. They are now fucking magicians. WTF was going on there. Now I've got an interesting theory. Imagine, just imagine, if that was Kane's retirement. The Wyatts made him disappear and he was never fucking seen again. Nearly 19 years under the mask, or out the mask, and then back in the mask. Gone in the blink of an eye. Some say Kane has the best WWE debut of all time. That for me would be the best WWE retirement of all time. Magic, he's gone forever. Funny that, isn't it? It's a shame they won't get rid of fucking Otunga, they're stupid. WhatCulture signs, but one that is fucking poetry in motion. JBL's there thinking he's Bertie Big Bollocks on the stairs, and there's 2 signs there. One says unblock Ross, I couldn't give a shit if he did or he didn't, and the other says John O'Clock, and JBL's there giving it all the big bollocks, and 2 people are mugging him off right in front of their face. That is sick. I don't give a shit, but Kurt Hawkins said he would have his first match on this week's WWE SmackDown Live. It didn't happen. They didn't even mention him once. Throughout the entire show, there was no Kurt Hawkins, and who gives a shit anyway, but you know, they promise things they don't deliver, WTF. And with that, that is the end of all the WTF moments from this week's WWE SmackDown Live. I've been King Ross, you've been my Lord Subjects, that's been Johnny Cena, that's been Chris behind the camera. My.
Remember when WhatCulture did a magazine called Wrestling? We're doing another one called Wrestling. Issue 2 will feature a career retrospective on Brock Lesnar and an interview with Paul Heyman. It'll feature another How WWE Should Have book written by this sexual modern stallion. There'll be all the usual top quality articles and artwork, as well as a top 50 list of the greatest SummerSlam moments of all time. Like last time, you can pre-order and buy your own copy in the link below at shop.whatculture.com. Order now to enjoy issue 2 of Wrestling.